Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Pixelitos. And this game, surprisingly enough, is completely free on Steam right now. Link in the video description if you want to give the game a look yourself. Now, I would best classify this game as a strategic auto-battler, where essentially you are assembling a team of monsters. And those monsters do evolve, and the strategy comes in kind of in your placement of said monsters. They have different typings, right? There's weaknesses, there's strengths, etc., etc. There's special skills, that kind of stuff, right? And like I said, it's an auto-battler, so you don't do actually any of the fighting. Instead, the computer does that for you, but the strategy comes in how you're assembling your team. Now, there are two game modes here. Battle, so this is kind of like the global ladder where you're facing player-assembled teams, and then story, which is what we're going to be spending a little time in here today. This is kind of like, I would liken this to running around and just doing like gym battles in Pokemon. And that brings me to my next point about this game. It does kind of scratch a certain itch, right? A monster collection itch. It kind of scratches the Pokemon itch, although it's definitely not as deep as Pokemon is, right? Few games are. So we're going to be spending a little time in the story. The character is created. Spend a little time in here creating your character if you like. But we're going to jump into the story here today. Alright, my friends, so we are jumping in. This is the world map, right? We got our little bubble ship. Looks a little uncomfortable, a little cramped in there. But this is our preferred mode of travel, I guess. Interesting choice for sure. And what you're going to notice is all of these structures, right? And these structures are essentially gyms, if we're talking Pokemon terms, right? And what these gyms will do is they will present to you a gauntlet of battles. And then the final battle will, of course, be a gym leader. And our objective here is to defeat all of these gyms. And then the final spire in the middle will open up. So this is a claw machine. It's a little mini game that can give you some bonuses. We're not really in a position to utilize that quite yet. So let's go to our first gym. And our first gym is going to be the Broccoli gym. The Broccoli base, I should say. So each sort of topping on these structures will kind of indicate what enemies you can expect to face. And we'll get more into that when we take a look at typing. So let's pop into Broccoli Base here. And Broccoli Base is led by a gym leader named Broccoli, right? And we're not going to sit through the dialogue here, but she uses a lot of puns. A really funny gal that Broccoli is, I must say. So this is our main hub here, and what we're doing is we're assembling our team on the left. Now you will notice we do have some gold up here at the top. We have 10 gold, and each transaction in the shop here will cost 3 gold. Okay? You can refresh both the items and the monsters for 1 gold, and you can also lock things. So let's say I really like this guy. I can lock him and then refresh, and he will remain, right? We're not going to do that, though, but that is an option for you. So what we want to do is we want to choose typings that will be effective against our enemy, and in looking at it, right? So there's a glossary right here, and this is sort of, I mean, this is really important. So you really want to try to understand this and utilize this to the best of your ability. So, as I mentioned, there's a giant head of broccoli on this base here, right? So we can expect to probably be facing grass-type enemies. And if I'm a grass-type enemy here, I don't want to be defending against a fire or a flying-type monster, right? Because those would do double damage. On the other hand, grass will take half damage from other grass types and water types. So we want to avoid water and grass types. We want to go all in on fire and flying types, of course. So that's kind of our focus here. And how do you know which classification your monster is? Well, if you hover over the monster here, you will learn the monster name, Snip Soil. You look to the left, you will see an icon there. So that is the typing. And then down, we have Berry Picking 1. So that is the skill that this monster will use. And then that little star with a Roman numeral 1 in it. So that is the tier. Pretty simple stuff. And what we want to do is we obviously want to select fire and flying. So how about this guy right here? Goopus. Congealing magma. Lower speed of opponent by 5. And it is a fire type. A fine purchase here for this first base. So let's do it. So we have 2 rocks available. I'm not really too fond of that. So let's go ahead and refresh the shop. Let's search for other options. And look at this. We have another Goopus. So what we can do here, my friends, is we can actually, we could just bring another one on the field with us if we like. Or we could use this Goopus for experience. So if you notice this little bar right here, Looks like it has 2 ticks. Well, that is your experience bar. When it gets filled up, our creature evolves into a stronger version with a stronger skill. Better stats as well. So it's smart to evolve your units, or so I found. So I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and just drag the Scoopus right here. You can see we get 1 little tick in the bar. Very nice. And he'll be able to evolve soon. And then what else do we have? Be Cool. So this is a flying type. Again, another fine choice for the enemies we expect to face. High speed on this guy as well. What do I mean by high speed? Well, if you look above the portrait of the monster, you'll see 3 icons. The one to the left, it's in orange lettering there, 37. So that is the unit speed. The one next to it, a punching bag glove, right? That is the attack skill. And then the green heart to the right is the health points. Okay? Pretty simple stuff. So we're going to be definitely recruiting the Be Cool as well. And then sort of the last thing to get down is there's special slots on your attack bar here. So this is the speed slot. So any monster in the speed slot will have increased speed by 20%. Likewise with the attack. Likewise with the health. And this bottom slot is special in that it will give 1 experience following a battle to any monster in the slot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Goopus down here. And following a battle, if we win, of course, we should see an evolution. Exciting stuff. So I think that's pretty much the basics. I mean, there's some other stuff going on, like this Yaku stuff. So this is kind of like team synergy. You have the different tierings of your units here. Like I said, I played a little bit through the tutorial and just screwed around with this game a little bit just to get my bearings. So I'm able to speak a little more intelligently to it for you, right? To present the game to you. But I think we're ready. I think we have a good team that is going to be attacking with super effective attacks against our enemy. So let's pop on into the battle and you'll be seeing how this goes real quick. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So again, it's an auto battler, right? So I am not intervening at all. But we're just going to kind of cross our fingers and pray here, my friends. So we have 3 enemies. The enemies are represented on the right. You can actually hover over them. Here's their stats, including their health. And the enemies and your allied characters will simply move into position. And they will duke it out to the death here, my friends. But we see that we are getting double damage, of course. And that is the reason we chose a fire and a flying type, right? So very strong. We just mopped the floor with them. And then after a victory, or a defeat, actually, so if you lose, you actually lose one of these hearts here. And if you're out of hearts, your run's over. But if you win, you come right back to the shop here. You have 10 more coins, your team remains, and you basically get, another crack at the shop. And look at this. In the shop, we have Be Cool and then 2 Goopuses. This is actually very nice. But let's take a look at our new addition, the Goopicus. So Congealing Magma 2, lower speed of opponent by 5, has 2 uses, 40 attack and 50 health. Very strong. I like that. So I think we have a choice here, my friends. Do we put both of these Goopuses into our level 2 one and then keep them in this slot to upgrade them again? I mean, I think we should do that. I'm all about evolution. So let's do it. And let's see, do we like any of these? I think I'll hold on to this. Let's refresh and see if we get anything else. So we get another Goopus here. Very nice. So let's lock it. Let's lock the Be Cool as well. And let's go ahead and pop on into the next battle. Alright, so what do we have now? Looks like it's 4 versus 2 here. Good HP on this Tabbyum. Alright, let's see how this goes. And you can adjust the battle speed down here. So these little guys will be throwing out these spines that your units will just move over. And it seems to me like speed is kind of different. So the higher your speed means the more frequent you get to move, right? So the monster with the high speed moves, essentially, is what you have to know. And our stud there did get defeated, but that's all right. So the monster with the high speed does get to move first. However, sometimes it works against you, or so I've found. So I don't really think prioritizing speed is necessarily the best. At least in my very limited experience with this game. So here we go. Look at what we have here. We have the Goop Ladocious here. Can Congealing Magma 3, lower speed of opponent by 5, 3 uses. No more experience bar, meaning we cannot evolve this further. This is the top evolution, so that's great. Let's go ahead and get our Be Cool evolved. Now we have the Be Chill, right? Wise words here. Give random ally 20 HP and 20 attack on feint. Okay, and we can employ another Goopus. What are some of these other options? We have in Valdalero. Move 2 spaces, place 1x1 ally boosting circle. This is a tier 3 monster. I kind of like the idea of adding this. Its typing is correct. We also have the Chikash. Big spender, sell, gain 1 extra gold. So that's if you physically sell this. I think we're going to add, let's add this guy to the field for sure. Let's add a Goopus. Let's get another one of these guys. Chikash, we can certainly hold on to him as we fill out our team a little bit more. Let's go ahead and refresh and see what we have. Another Goopus, absolutely. Game is being very generous with the Goopus. Alright, so we're going to evolve this fellow here. Curious to see how he boosts up. Move 2 spaces and place a 1x1 ally boosting circle. So he should probably be around our allies, I would think. So maybe I'm going to rethink this a little bit. Let's go with Be Chill down here. Let's get him the upgrades. Let's go with you here and you here. So it's a 1x1. I guess I'm curious how that mechanic works. We're going to find out. Going to find out real soon. Let's pop into another one. And of course, we are going through the Battle Gauntlet. Squadman 3 here. Eventually, we will get to Broccoline, who will have, you know, a pretty beastly team. Wish me luck here, my friends. Alright, so what do we have going on here? Minikoina, Cactike Infantry, Fusilier Root. This guy looks kind of intimidating. Alright, let's get up there. Of course, we're taking half damage, right? And doing double damage, so that's why you want to be very aware of your typing. And Goopladocious is just hitting big time. And I do like that these battles resolve pretty quickly, right? I think the sprites are nicely done. The game's simple, but it's also fun, right? And it scratches that certain sort of monster catcher itch, right? Where you're collecting monsters, you're evolving them, you're assembling a team. It definitely scratches that itch, and it's a fun game. Would definitely recommend it if it's your kind of game. Alright, getting back into it though, we have another Goopus here. Do we add him to the team? No, I think let's focus on upgrading. Let's get like 2 of these guys, right? Chikash. He is an air type. So let's do it. Let's refresh the shop. Another Be Cool. Yeah, you bet. We'll absolutely do that. So we'll have an evolved form of Be Chill here next turn. Let's get into it. I'm going to be paying attention to... Admittedly, I wasn't really paying attention to our little spinny duck guy. I want to see what his special move does. Alright, so we have the thorns coming out, as they do. And our units are moving over them. Okay, so this is the ally boosting circle. So who got boosted there, though? Maybe he's got to be evolved to make it more effective. So is that the ally boosting circle? I do believe it is. The question is, who's it boosting, right? Alright, we seem to have the upper hand here. Okay, I got it. So if they move over it. Got it. So now he's all, yeah, 84 attack. My goodness. Settle down. We got Meowthful. That's reminiscent of a Pokemon, of course, right? And there we go. We are scaling the Battle Gauntlet here. And up next is the base leader. So Broccoline will be our opponent next. So let's see what we can do to improve our team with our last turn here in the shop. So we have Be Bold, okay? Pollen Burst 3. Give random ally 30 HP, 30 attack on feint. Well, I don't plan on having you feint there, pal. What do we have? We have Pupper Fighter. Cauterizer. Give 10 HP to all adjacent allies on attack. Okay. That's actually a pretty good one. Another fire type. We also have bush fry. I think I like this. A little Dalmatian, right? I had a Dalmatian growing up. Alright, so this is going to be 10 HP to adjacent allies. This is probably a decent spot. Alright, let's lock bush fry just in case. I mean, we could always sell chick ash. It's kind of meant to be sold, right? Let's see what we have on the refresh here. So we get another pupper fighter. And we got a Maxidamia. So this increases level by 1. Okay, so we can actually... So we could evolve our Goopus here, or we could go for our pupper fighter. It does restore health, so I like that. Let's do it. Alright, look at that. Brigadago. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having trouble pronouncing a lot of these names. Brigadago, though. Good attack, good HP as well. Give 20 HP to all adjacent allies. I like that. Let's put them right in between. In fact, why don't we do this? I think this setup is sensible. Alright, we're all out of gold here. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Broccoline, let's go. We have a family Yaku. So 2 fully evolved, rest unevolved. Fully evolved Pixelitos give 10 HP and attack to each unevolved Pixelito. Okay, so this is one of these Yakus. It's in effect based on our team comp, right? And we're getting a bonus from it. So that's another element to this game that you can utilize. So let's go. Broccoline, boss fight. Let's go. So it's like fighting, you know, gym leader Brock. Let's go. All right, let's see. What does she have? Oh, man, a Sacco. This guy has 110 HP. And yikes, there's a lot of spikes here on the field, my friends. This is a little sketchy, I'm not going to lie, but luckily our tough guy can go right through the middle without being damaged. And we do have the Dalmatian now that can restore our health. So let's see what happens. This guy's scary. Sacco, definitely scary. But takes a big, big hit from Beebold. Tremendous. All right, let's go. Hang in there, my friends. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Just mopping the floor. Broccoline. Teaching you a thing or two. Let's go. That's pretty strong. I do like the healing effect. Alright, so the first structure, the first gym, the first base has been defeated. Nice walk for a rookie. See, I told you she uses puns all the time. Your team had just the right amount of seasoning. No extra salt needed. I'm plenty salted already. Yes, indeed. Thanks, Broccoline. Nice spending some time with you. Alright, so now we find ourselves on the world map again with the broccoli base defeated. And it does look like... So it looks like my progress from when I was just screwing around did carry over. Just ignore that. We're going to take this sequentially. Basically, what I tried to do is just reset my run, essentially, to start fresh for content, right? But looks like it carried over. But let's take a look at these little things here. So these little things are actually used in the magnet cabinet here. And this is, you know, a magnet claw arm deal. You can play once with 25 of these. So we're going to do it. And in here, you will get items that you can start with and also Pixelitos to start with as well. So let's see if we can find something real nice. Let's try it like right here. And what do we get? Okay, so that is an item. Okay, let's try for a Pixelito. Don't know if this is an item. Looks like this is a Pixelito. This is a likely one as well. Let's try this one out. Okay, so we got another item. Okay, so it does overwrite your item. Interesting. This looks like a Pixelito, right? It's gotta be. Let's see if we can do... I want to get the one in the back here, if possible. There we go. Okay, so to me, that looks like a water type. Maybe? Couldn't tell you, but we have a Pixelito, and this will be a starting Pixelito for us to bring into the next gym. So what is the next gym we're going to tackle here, my friends? Well, Magma Base is a 2-star. I think we can probably go to the Magma Base. It is a bit scary, though. I mean, otherwise we have, what? Is this the wind base? Yeah, that's 4-star. That's just not an option yet. We have a 3-star abyssal base. Of course, the broccoli base that we've been through already. I think this is pretty strong. Yeah, 3 stars and 4 stars. All right, let's go to the fire base and let's try our luck there. Let's go. And as we're going here, my friends, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel, then please consider becoming a subscriber, right? Help support a new channel grow. Would really appreciate having you in the community. So thanks so much. I really do appreciate your viewership, just above all. I really do appreciate that, so thank you. Now, obviously, my friends, we do have a fire base, right? So let's learn a little bit more about fire. So if you are a fire, you are obviously really, really good against grass, right? You do half damage to other fires and half damage to waters. So if you're defending fire, you're going to take double damage from water and double damage from rock. So that is the typing we are going to select here. And let's see, what is our opening Pixelito? What's its typing? It is a water. Okay, so that's actually very good. It's a tier 4 one as well. Okay, so the vending machine has some pretty strong Pixelitos, it does seem. So ice to meet you 1. Hurt by direct attack. Freezes enemy. Okay, very cool. So we have a guy that will freeze. He's also got the little chili pepper. I believe that does boost his attack by 30 for his first attack or something like that. So pretty strong. Looking good. Feeling good about this one already. So let's find some more waters and some more rocks. So how about Leerzard? Lower attack of direct opponent by 10. That sounds pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and add him to the team. Cactike is not going to be serviceable. Be cool. We're going to have you on the bench here. Flux Seed. All right, let's go ahead and refresh and see what else we have. Another Be Cool, a Vagabond. Can attack opponents diagonally. That's interesting. Let's do this. Let's make this guy into like a champion, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get him down in the bottom slot. I don't think we're really going to see other ones of these in the shop to evolve him, so he'll probably be living in the bottom slot until he's fully evolved. I think that makes sense. Leerzard, let's keep him in the HP slot. He appears to be a little bit weak. But let's jump on into the fire realm. Let's go. And as we're going along here, please do let me know in the comment section as well how you're liking this game. Is this something that you maybe want to see featured here on the channel? Do you want me to play a little bit more of this, right? I'm a content creator that is very interested in the sentiment of the community, right? What do you want to see, right? What games do you like? What games do you enjoy? Obviously, we have a few staples here on the channel, but I'm always looking a bit broader. So if this is a game that you like, would have no problem continuing to play this just a little bit here and there. I do, wonder what the battle mode is versus the story mode, right? Maybe we can screw around in the battle mode just a little bit. But that battle is completed, and this Frost Shrew here seems like a very strong addition to the team. 80 HP, 80 attack already. My goodness. Calm down. So let's go ahead and upgrade the Leerzard. I'm going to go ahead and lock the Slashu. Let's go ahead. Let's see what else we have. Another Leerzard. Yep, you bet. All right, so we got an Evo here. Basilisk Cowl. Yeah, I can't pronounce most of those names. I'm not gonna lie. Usually pride myself on pronunciation. Well, this time, my friends, not doing so good. Let's get him more attack. Actually, let's get him more HP. And let's move on. Let's go. The Basilicowl here with 60 HP. Frost Shrew with 90. We've got a bunch of weak units here, but we'll see. I know that the fire units have... So when hurt, summon 4 diagonal, 10 damage dealing sun rays. Yeah, so you got to be careful with this auxiliary damage stuff, right? It's in a lot of their skills. In fact, this whole field is going to get littered with sun rays if we're not careful. I think that's probably the point of this build here, but we extinguish the problem. No problem. Alright, we are tier 2 now, so let's see what we have. So this is Revolver Rat. Quick Draw. Shoot opponent in highest position, dealing quarter attack stat in damage. That's interesting. I kind of like that. Let's lock him up. Let's see what a reroll offers us, but I do kind of like that. Might not be able to add, you know, full rock and water units. It just might not happen, but we'll see. Here's a Polypal. Ally spawned, give ally 10 HP and 10 attack. So that's if we're like automatically spawning. But what do we have here? So this looks like the Ice Climbers, doesn't it? Frost Shrews. Ice to meet you too, so we can freeze enemy twice in battle. 100 HP though, my goodness. What a strong, strong monster the Frost Shrew is, for sure. Again, we're going to live in the level up slot with him. Do we go with the Revolver Rat here? I mean, a Polypal, it is a water type, right? 70 HP, that's not so bad. Let's see, is there anybody that will... Is there any character that will summon something? No. Revolver Rat's pretty cool. I do like that special skill. If we re-roll, we're not going to be able to do 2 transactions. So let's get the attack of our Basilicowl up. Let's do that. And then block 50 damage from incoming hit once per battle. That sounds like a good addition to him as well. I think we can do it with 3 here, my friends, so let's do it. Alright, so a full team here. Wow. Including our friend the Pupper Fighter. And an upgraded one. And we have a line of fire here. This is terrifying. In fact, this really isn't good at all. But you can see that item did block that damage, which is nice. But yeah, we have all kinds of environmental damage here. But luckily they kind of move right up. They move over their own fire spots, so we don't have to move over them, which is nice. And we got the Ice Climbers just doing work here. Alright, so we're looking good, except for the field is completely littered with hazards. However, Polypal takes out the Dalmatian. Rip Dalmatian. Let's go. Strong addition to the team, Polypal. Welcome. Like, welcome. You did great. Alright, so we have 2 Revolver Rats now. It's kind of tempting. Let's do it. Let's go with both of them. Attack or block 50 damage. Otherwise, I can re-roll. Let's lock this. Let's re-roll. And we have another Polypal here. I think that's what we're going to do. Absolutely. I don't know if this evolves again after this form here. We'll have to see. I've never even seen this one before. But like I said, Ice Climbers all the way for sure. So let's go. Revolver Rat, make me proud. Let's go. Alright, so again, another full field. Drought Trunk. That must be the evolved form of Bushfry. And my goodness, we gotta be careful about this. Fire Yaku. Places fire damage dealing flames on field. Just conveniently right in the path of... However, it is hurting them as well. So there's that aspect to it, I suppose. However, we ate up 3 of those. Got the Ice Climbers just doing work though. Taking hits and hanging in there thanks to the half damage that we're taking, of course. Looks like Polypal just got wrecked. Alright, Basilicowl and Ice Climbers, let's go. Basilicowl doing some work. Ice Climbers trying to get around, but doesn't matter. Basilicowl just tanks it. Let's go. Alright, tier 3 now. And what do we have here? This is a blue bowl. When you get to 1/3 HP, you have a double attack, okay? Mini Coinia. New round, 1 extra gold in shop. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting, actually. I kind of like that. Otherwise, pretty weak across the board, though. 20 attack. I mean, this is a water type. So let's go ahead and add that. Schmixed Nuts. Raise the base stats of all shop Pixelito, including future ones, by 20 attack and 20 health. That's not bad at all. I'm going to lock that. Maybe we find a shop creature that we really like, and we can use it. What's this? Spooky Pepper. Consume, get KO'd. Cost 1. Well, we don't want that. Maybe there's some units that upon death, they have a certain effect. So you can use a strategy around that with the Spooky Pepper. But we're going to go with the Polypal, of course. And what do we have here? We have the Coral Cove. So ally spawn, give ally 20 HP, 20 attack. It'd be nice to add somebody that can spawn something, right? Not really seeing it, though. Knock opponent back 1 tile. Poo Punch. Be cool. Vagabond. Let's see. I mean, I could re-roll a bit here. I think I'm off the schmixed nuts. Why don't we spend our time re-rolling? And then maybe we can lock in some other stuff that's useful. Deal 30 extra damage on attack once per battle. That's pretty good. We have a Polypal here that we can lock up for sure. So let's do that. Let's lock up that. And let's refresh one more time. Anything else? Raccoon Veyor. Gain stat boost. Give half a stat boost to nearest ally. Interesting. Alright, I think we're all good there. We'll see the evolved form of the Ice Climbers here following this next battle if we win. Let's go. Alright, so Umpire, Cactine, Righteous Soul. Cactine, that's a grass type, which is strong against water. Okay, so we gotta be careful there. I see what you're doing, Kane. We have a Family Yaku. That means no fire all over the field. That's nice. What is this Righteous Soul doing? When you get hurt, summon 12 diagonal, 10 damage. 12? My goodness. Alright. This might hurt just a little bit. Wow. It looks like it missed most of my units, thankfully. Wow, 220 damage. Just eating them for lunch here. Ice Climbers, let's go. Ice Climbers might be my favorite so far, I'm not gonna lie. Just taking names. In fact, it's gonna be hard to slow their momentum, that's for sure. Alright, got another level up here. Very nice. Alright, so there's our Pupper Fighter again. Now, an angle we could take is get the health restoration, and wow, what do we have here? We have the Frost Shrews. So freezes enemy 3 uses, 130 HP, 120 attack. My goodness. That is a goofy looking sprite, but I love it. I love it. Alright, so let's change places here. It'd be nice to get you upgraded. However, we can get our Revolver Rat up. I think we add the Polypal, right? Definitely do that. Let's see about... Let's see what the refresh offers. Said elementary. I'm not even gonna try. This is a rock type. So faint, it will summon. Okay, so when this dies, it will summon, and then that will get boosted up by Koroko. So I do think it's a good choice. So let's do it. Absolutely. We have increased level by 1. I think that is a good choice as well. So let's go ahead and give that to you. Let's move you down to the bottom slot because we want to get you evolved. Frost Shrews, you can be in... Let's put you in the middle slot here, or the attack slot, I should say. Let's see, you and Blue Bull. Blue Bull, you're just kind of underwhelming. I think we're about good with this. Yeah, Coral Cove hitting for decent, 70 attack, 100 HP. Alright, I'm good with this. Let's go. Excited to see the synergy. Obviously, this guy has to fall, our rock guy here. But he's going to see a nice boost. His summon form will see a nice boost, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so lots of Dalmatians here and lots of these 8 diagonal. My goodness. Yeah, so I see what this kit's all about. It's all about, like, hurting you without attacking you, essentially. Kind of scary. Let's see. Can we hang in there? Well, we know that the ice climbers certainly can. In fact, we're making quick work of them. Oh, yeah. Let's take him out. Blue Bowl, do something. There we go. That's called doing something right there. Very nice. Right, we'll be closing in on the boss here soon. We are tier 4. Nice, we have more of these Leerzards, so we can actually get... So we can get our Revolver Rat evolved. Shooter Rat. Battle start, shoot opponent in highest position, dealing 1/3 of attack stat and damage. That's very nice. What is this guy? Bully Boy. Punching down. He's a tier 5. Start shop. If ally in slot below is weak to Bully Boy's type, deal 10 damage to ally and gain 20 attack. Okay, so I don't really think that fits with our current kit, but definitely an interesting unit. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Intimiguana. Very nice. That's a great looking sprite there. Lower attack of direct opponent by 30. Wow. Okay, very cool. So I think we have Huggopod. Give random ally 10 HP and 10 attack. Tier 5. Do we like Blue Bowl? He's tier 3. Kind of underwhelming. But I suppose so is this fellow here that I can't pronounce his name. But he summons, which works with Coral Cove. What I'm thinking about doing is selling and then maybe adding a Leerzard. Maybe. Let's get Coral Cove in the bottom slot here. I think that makes sense. Let's save this Leerzard and let's go ahead and roll. Wait, we got a Nippy. So this is a rock type. Gain 5 attack and 5 HP. Okay, yep. I'm in on that. Let's go with the Nippy. So what do we have? 2 fully evolved, rest unevolved. Okay. So this one would probably be a monster to get evolved for sure. Let's go ahead and refresh. What's this? Tarragon. Prevent non-health stats from being lowered. Okay. Cup of Tea. Another rock type. Adjacent fire water. Spawn a weak E-Steam of allies type. So if he's adjacent to a fire or a water, he will spawn. So that actually works with... I think that's the better option. Maybe we can lock him up and bring him on board next turn. For our... This guy that I can't say his name. But if he's spawning an ally, right? It's going to work really well with our Coral Cove. So I think that is the play here, my friends. But let's take out... Well, let's see how we do, I should say, in the next battle. Let's go. You still have gold left. Oh, of course. Yeah, so we can actually... Let's refresh this. We get another Revolver Rat. We get a... Wow. Get a lot of things to save here. Alright, the team's going to be looking just a little bit different here next turn, for sure. So let's go. Let's go. Alright. Wow, okay. Are we sure this isn't the boss? Looks like we have a whole bunch of advanced units on the field. Let's see how we do. What's this guy? Oh, that's the E-Steam. Okay, so that's the Cup of Tea guy. Okay. We're looking to add one of those, of course. Alright, lead the charge, Ice Climbers. Let's go. Let's see what you got. Nice attack. Nice attack. Wow. I'm not sure what that windstorm was, but that is terrifying. Did it hit like all my guys? I'm not sure. Let's go, Nippy. Welcome to the team. Coral Cove is just Xing them out. Just erasing them from the database. Let's go. Alright, yet another level. Up next, base leader. So the base leader is up next. So we're going to have to act here. So what do we have at our disposal? We could get Coral Cove upgraded with this. We could do that. I think we should probably do that. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a refresh. Give ally 30 HP and 30 attack on spawn. And then we have the Tomboy, Funeral Rite 1, ally faint, gain 10 HP. So I think what we can do here, I think we have to make a choice. I think Nippy just isn't quite as good as this fellow that I can't say his name. But if we want to add a cup of tea, which I do certainly want to add, let's sell the Nippy. Let's move him up. Let's purchase the cup of tea. This will give us summons, right? Adjacent fire water allies, so we should get 2 of them, you would think, with 2 adjacent allies. We'll have to find out, of course. We have the revolver rat here, but is it likely that we're going to get him upgraded? The answer is no. Anybody else close? Answer is also no. Experience isn't going to matter really anymore, so let's go with this block. Either that or we can refresh. Let's go ahead and refresh and look for something a little more impactful. What do we have? Toprika. Makes only creatures from the last 3 tiers available in shop. 1 round only. Interesting. Doesn't really do us much good. Alright, 50 block. So you've got that on. How about you? You actually turned into a pretty impressive creature, I must admit. And I guess let's get all these unlocked and roll it one more time to see what we're missing out on. We got another cup of tea right there. Alright, very good. Boss fight. Let's go, my friends. Let's do it. Alright, so it appears that we have the strongest monster, but Righteous Soul is very strong for our opposition here. Mole Trenton. Alright, let's go, Mole Trenton. Let's see what you got. Alright, so there's our summon here. And it does get boosted up just a little bit. And more importantly, it's water type, right? So it's going to have the right typing. This must be the fully upgraded dog right here. Delmergency. Very cool. I'm not gonna lie, these sprites are a little unorthodox, but I do like them. I like the, further tiers. I like how it sticks true to the basic forms. Where the unit starts out at, what it fully evolves into. I think that's done well. It might seem like we are just steamrolling through this game. What we're doing is we are taking full advantage of the typings, right? And I would recommend you do the same. So Mole Trenton falls. We'll see you later, Mole Trenton. In fact, your fire palace is now mine. Let's go. How about that, though? Ice climbers, man. MVP. Darn, I'm drenched. I'll admit, you got me good. Yes, indeed, we did, my friend. Let's skip that dialogue, and let's see. We have a little bit of time left. Maybe... Let's see, so the ideal next one we'd go with is probably... So we have the Abyssal base. It's either that or the fighting one. It's going to be one of those two, I think. But I think we can accomplish that, my friends, in another episode. We also have the Archaic base, so this is a difficulty 2. I think we will. I'm going to jump into this. Let's do it. A difficulty 2 shouldn't take too long to go through. We have Giovanna there. So let's do one more. Let's do one more. We can say we got 3 down if we're lucky enough, of course. All right, so rocks, right? We're going to have rock type that we're going up against. So rock type takes half damage from normal, double from grass, double from water, and double from fighting. So it's very prone to many different types, which is useful to us, of course. So let's see what we have. We don't want normal. We don't want fire. Let's refresh right off the bat. So here's a water. Let me just double check here. Water. Yep. Okay. So let's add another Leerzard to the team. Snip soil on cell. Give 10 HP and 10 attack to random ally. Do we just get our Leerzard all buffed up here? Get him 2 of these? It's either that or I re-roll and then I can only make one more move. I'm going to do that. This might be a really stupid idea, actually. We're going to find out here, my friends. Alright, so it's a 3 versus 1, but we do have the advantage of typing. So let's see how this shakes out. Plus, this one's going to summon another creature to the field. Okay, just X them out. Alright, that's good. Alright, we're going to take a hit, and we do take a hit there. Take a big hit, and we get crushed. Alright, so that's not good. However, we do maintain the experience. We do lose a heart. That's not good, but we do keep our team. So let's get this fellow upgraded. Should be a familiar face. We have infantry. Take half damage. 1 use. Well, he's grass. Let's add him to the team. Welcome to the team. Let's roll it. Pilates swine. Give 10 attack to the ally in the next below slot. Okay. I think we can do that. That'll be good. He's a fighting type. Should go well. Let's go. Let's see if we can get through squad person 1, right? My goodness. I think we have a little more help this time. Alright, let's go. We can actually turn up the speed just a little bit on this too. We'll rock 3 speed. See how this goes. Alright, Pilates swine. Wow. Are we looking at the end here, my friends? Not quite. I saw my champion go down and I was a little concerned. Alright, Leerzard, yes, absolutely. Let's get this guy all beasted up. Just not really getting favorable draws here, are we? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn absolutely nothing from my first mistake when I spent all the cash on consumables early on. And I'm just going to go for it. So we have a can sprout. Okay. If I can't take this on, maybe I should just retire. Let's go. Alright. Nice. Nice. Of course, the little spawning trick. It's all good. Not worried about it. We have the attack power to take you out. So let's go. Let's keep on climbing this tower here. Tier 2. And of course, we have the fully upgraded Intimiguana. Very nice. Okay, so we have another of these Leerzards here. Here's a Polypal again. Let's get the infantry in the bottom slot. I think going with another Leerzard is good. It does lower the attack, right? Let's lock one of those and let's refresh this. Anything else worth it? Pilates swine, yep. Do we want to go with Polypal? I want a little more variety in this team, so I'm not going to go with Polypal. We'll go with like a grass type. Revolver Rat is a fighting type, but again, we had the Revolver Rat in the last run as well. I'll lock him. Make that choice later. Let's go. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at a full team, that's for sure. We have the cup of tea there that will be summoning units. Looks like the typing is water. There's a Polypal on the field. That's not good for our grass type. Let's see if our stronger units can carry the mantle. We'll see. In fact, I just realized I didn't arrange my team properly. Alright, so they're doing our strategy from the last gym battle, right? Getting the Polypal on the field and then just buffing up. And Tim Iguana, though, hanging in there. Let's see if he can hang in there enough. This might not be good. Okay, move and get owned. That's right. Okay, nice. So that is an example of when speed and turn order really works against you. In our case, it worked for us, but it worked against the computer in a big way there for sure. And look what we have here. We have the Fusiler root. Take half damage, 2 uses. Very nice. Adds a lot of survivability for sure. That's great. So let's get our Intimiguana down here. Not sure what I was doing. Give 10 attack to ally in below slot. Okay, that's very nice. Do we go with... So I do want to get our Pilates Swine leveled up for sure. Do we add the Revolver Rat here? This is what I'm thinking about. I kind of like it. Let's do it. I mean, it's a fighting type. Let's refresh. See what we have. Polypal. We get another Revolver Rat. Let's do it. Let's try to get his third form in this particular one. And actually, both of these are pretty good. This would be a really good one for this guy. Would give him an incredible amount of survivability. So we can do the Pilates Swan. We could do the Revolver Rat. Let's do the Revolver Rat. Whoops. Let's get him down in the bottom slot there. And I think I like the idea of boosting the speed on this fellow here. Speed is obviously his lagging category, but he's going to take half damage on 2 uses, which is... seems strong to me. So let's do it. Let's go. Alright, so what do we have? Squad person 4 here. Looks like some pretty intimidating looking creatures on the other side there. Including the Coral Cove. Alright, let's go, boys. Nice hit, Revolver Rat. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm putting resources into you. Let's go. Tanking the hit as well. Okay, so... let's see. So obviously the water type in here does work against us. It's all on the Fusiler route. I don't know that we're going to prevail in this particular one. It doesn't seem likely. Although we do have the grass type. It's all about attack order now. Yeah, this isn't good. Yep, that's not good. That's not good, my friends. That is not good, and that is, of course, a loss. Yikes. So you thought we were just going to tank through this whole thing? Well, nope, it doesn't always work that way. Doesn't always work that way. So I think what I'm going to do here, my friends, is we're going to head back to the main menu. We are going to land this plane. Let's see what we got, though. So we have 980 of these little bonus. New Pixelito data discovered. A team score of C. Yikes. Wonder what drove that. 3 wins, 0 losses, 32 combos. We've got a new customizable hairpiece. Very cool. Except for Abobo does not have hair, my friends. Wonder what all these little shiny stars are. Maybe that's new additions to the Pixelpedia here. So let's take a look at the Pixelpedia. Looks like it's gonna load up for just a moment here. Okay. Interesting little layout here, but I do like it. There's actually a lot of them. Wow. More than I thought, for sure. I'm not going to browse too much through this, but you kind of get the idea. You kind of get the idea, my friends. So this is Pixelitos. If you enjoyed the video, please do let me know in the comment section below. I mean, we can continue on the story here. Otherwise, there is this battle mode that's a lot different than the story in that you are facing, you know, human-generated teams, essentially. It's not live PvP, but you are facing teams that were constructed by other people versus an AI. So if you want me to take a look at this, and if you like this game in general and you want to keep seeing it here on the channel, please do let me know. Another way you can signal that is by just giving the video a like. And with that said, my friends, I'm getting on out of here. Thanks again so much. Appreciate you. We'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.